There are many occasions where we need to order something. We can design that in Scratch and then code it in Python. In this video we're going to look how we can order a table, and the idea is that we can break the problem down into parts. We look at the design in Scratch. It should be straightforward, and that will help us with the Python code. Part 2. Swap team into top. Once we've found the top score, the highest score, we need to put in the highest place. So let's create, if you like, a function, a message, which we're going to broadcast, and then once we receive that message we're going to change the teams around. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at our list and we're going to replace the items. So we're going to replace the item where we find our highest score to the top place that's available. So let's imagine we're going to have our top score in the 5th place. So that is going to be where it is. So we're going to replace the item 1 with the item in the 5th place. And then we're going to replace the item where the new top score is with the score that's in the top place at the moment. So that will be the item in first. Yeah. Now you can see we're replacing this 24 with this 25, so I can't do that. So we need to store it somewhere. So we can set the top score to equal the item in the top place. So the 24 gets stored in this top score, and then that gets, so the 25 will move to the top place and the current score that's in that place will be swapped with this 25 in the 5th place. If that makes sense. So we're going to run our code, broadcast the message, and then change them around. So you can see here we want to change the 25 into this place, number 1 place with the 24, and move that 24 somewhere. So it's going to go back there. So let's see that running. You can see the 24 and the 25 are swapped. Now we haven't changed the teams. So what happens if we want to change the teams? Well, that's quite straightforward. Let's put the values back before. Because we're using the index of the list, all we need to do is change the list. So instead of using scores, we can use teams. So we're going to change the scores and we're going to change the teams. Put them together. So now we've got exactly the same blocks, but instead of just changing the scores, we're going to change the teams as well. So you can see we've had 24 and 25 here. When we run that, the 24 and Liverpool get changed with the Chelsea and 25. So in our Python this is very similar. In fact, the Python code is very straightforward if you understand the index and it's starting at 0. So our first place will now equal the score where it is variable, the index where that is. So the value in that place will move to the top place, which is score 0, and that place where it is we want to swap it to the top place. Now, as we looked in our Scratch, we need to put in a temporary variable, otherwise we're overwriting the values. So here we just put it in temp, and then we just change the two variables, or the two values inside the list, the top place and the top score. So we can run that to check to see if it's okay, and we can see the top score of 26 going into the top place. So that's pretty straightforward and very similar to our Scratch code. Now in our Scratch code, in our blocks, we just duplicated our blocks, and we can do the same copy and paste with our Python code. And now again we change our score to our team. All we have to do is make sure that we don't do the syntax error that I've just done there by missing the square bracket out, and make sure that we change all the scores to teams. So let's put that square bracket back, and when we run that we should see we've got 25 and 26. We want the 26 and the team to go in the top place, which is Chelsea, which it does, and the team in the top place, Liverpool, 25, to be swapped around. Repeat until ordered. So we know now how to get the high score and put it into the first place. We now need to loop through the list to get the second highest score, put that in the second place, the third highest score into the third place, and so on. So we need to do a loop, so we can use repeat, and we're going to use that through the list of scores. And then we've already put the blocks together to calculate which one should go in the top place. So we can just use a function or broadcast. Here we've got broadcast top score, and when I receive top score, so that will calculate which score should go in the next highest place. So we're just looping through and making the highest place number 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. So we can create a variable called top place, which we're going to start off as 1. So we can set top place to 1, put that before the loop. So set top place, put that before the loop, and then we need to change that by 1 once we've finished with the broadcast, with the function. So when we use our index, we don't just start at number 1, we go to the top place. And when we change our team and score, we don't just change it to the first place, we change it to the top place. So let's put the top place variable when we change the table. So we can remember to put that in all of the places. So that should be our blocks sorted out now. So we've got the same as we did before, but we're just looping through where we start, if you like. So we start off at number 1, and then it goes through number 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 is the lowest score. So that works, and it changed the teams as well. So now let's have a look at that in Python. So what we did there, we used a function or a broadcast. In Python we're going to use a function with top score. So we're basically looping through a list and calling that every time. So that's the same in Python as what we did in Scratch. So we're going to create a variable called start, and that's where we're going to start our loop from. Instead of just starting at the beginning, 0 in Python in the list, we're going to go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need to create a loop to go through the list. So we can use the same for loop we've used before, use a different variable. So we're going to use j rather than I here, and then we're going to call top score, and then we're going to pass it this variable start. So we can start with the 0, so start variable is going to equal 0, and then we can increase start variable by 1 every time we go through the loop. So here we have the loop calls the function top score, passes start to it. We don't even need to go through all the list, we go through the list except for the last element. So we change our zeros to start in our code, same that we did in Scratch. Let's test that, run it, and you can see here we've got all the teams and the scores in the correct order. Congratulations! If you've achieved the solution to that problem, then great, well done. If you enjoyed the video, please like, and obviously if you leave a comment we'll reply to it. So thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe.